Happy National Planner Day, everybody. Let's dig in. So if I were to say that these are all the planners that I'm currently using, would you A, think I'm crazy, or B, understand me completely? There's only one right answer. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Tammy, and I'm here for National Planner Day, August 1st, to share with you the current stack of planners that I'm using. As you can see, I can't really make these into a stack because there's so many. So let's dive in and let's just get started, and I'm going to show you every single one of these journal planners, whatever systems that I'm using and how I'm using them. Let's get started today with the main planner, my monthly, weekly goal setting planner from Moxie Life. And if you have been around before, you have seen a complete walkthrough of the Moxie Life planner. At the time of this video going live, these planners are not currently available for purchase. They have completely sold out in their first year of launch. However, there will be information coming throughout the fall for the next planner year and all of the updates and changes that are coming, including more options for covers. So make sure you are following Moxie Life on Instagram to get the most updated information, or of course my own channel at Tammy Skipper on Instagram, because you know I'll be sharing more and more as I get the information. All right, so I'm not going to do a complete flip through, but I did want to give a quick update. So one of the things that I have done is I have moved my months around. So I now have my goal setting in the front, just like it comes. And then I have my July, which is behind that, through December, and then the extras, the notes, pages, and calendars that are normally in the back. And I moved my January through June to the back of the coil. So I did make that update, and I thought I would just share for National Planner Day my August layout. I don't do a lot of plan with me's, but one of the things that I did this month was really start jotting down the things that I don't necessarily have on this month or this week to be completed, but maybe they need to be started. Maybe they're going to be completed in August, but maybe they just need to be started. And I kind of needed that place, basically a quarterly list, or, you know, just the things that don't quite fit into the week or the month. And I'm using my column on the month view for that. So that's my Moxie, that's my main planner. So I do my goal setting, really my goal planning in here, and I do my weekly planning and monthly planning in here. Now, I'm going to sidestep over to another goal planner that I have in the stack, and I'm going to share a little bit about why it's still in my stack, and that is the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets. Now, I did the complete work through of all of the goal setting material at the front of this goal planner back at the end of the year, beginning of 2020, end of 2019, early 2020, at the same time that I first started in the Moxie, which of course was the first time the Moxie had come out. And originally I thought I would kind of do both systems to see which one works best for me. Clearly, the fact that I use my Moxie every single day, every single week, and every single month means the Moxie is definitely working better for me. And I think that's really because the prep work in the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets is just, to me, it's not even just that it's long. I feel like it's actually very fluffy. It's a lot about your feelings, and I'm a much more, there's value in that, but I'm a much more functional planner. I do much better to break it down to what needs to happen next. And so that is the part where the consistent check-ins on the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets have not been happening for me as much. However, I really do love, let's go to a blank page, a blank month, because I haven't done anything in August yet. I really do love this portion of the Power Sheets, even alongside my Moxie. This helps me to reflect back on what I said at the beginning of the year for my main goals for the year, which are also written in my Moxie, and I worked through both systems to make sure that my goals were the main goals for the year. But basically, I like to come in here every month and do a quick reflection here. And some of this duplicates what's in the Moxie, but it's still a place for me to kind of basically just process it twice. Make sure that I'm not caught up in tasks. So the Cultivate What Matters is much more about the bigger picture to me, and I like that reflection. Now you do get a monthly overview page, which I don't use too much. I originally set it up to do some financial planning in there. That's definitely not happening. So again, this is a great place for reflection. So these pages right here are the main things that I am still using in the Power Sheets. And what I like to do is make sure that I've done my Moxie Life goal setting first for the month. So just to show you, let's see. Let's look at July. So I worked through I looked at my annual goals in my Moxie Life, and then I looked at what needed to happen next for the month of July in the monthly goals section. And then at that point, I'll do this. I've done the same thing for August. Then I'll take that information and I'll work through here to really look at what of the things that I've put on my Moxie Life are daily actions, weekly actions, monthly actions. So I basically work through this sheet backwards once I've done my monthly goal setting in my Moxie. And I just like doing that. I honestly don't even always come back and fill it in how many days I've done it, because again, I'm tracking that in my Moxie. But something about going through this process from the smallest steps backwards helps me kind of do a check, like what is realistic. So one of the things that you can do very easily in any goal setting system is set a bunch of goals for a bunch of areas that is completely unrealistic and you are not going to have time for, or they might even conflict with each other. So if you want to spend a lot of time with your family, but you also want to add a new workout routine and you want to cook more from scratch, all of those things take time, and maybe all of them in the same month is not a good idea. This helps me see that. So that's how I'm using these. So I really am only honestly touching these once or twice a month. And I do really love them, but I love my Moxie goal setting system even more. So they're both in the roundup still. The next couple of things are some of the newer items. This is the Full Focus Planner Pocket version. I have a video coming soon about this. This is going to be my work planner. And basically this is a very compact quarterly, daily planner. And it's just a nice compact way in this era of, are we working from home this week? Are we going back to the office? What is the schedule? I have something with me to keep me on track. And so that is what that is. Look for a video coming soon. I just posted recently a video of my review and unboxing of the content planner. That also starts in August for me. So today will be the kickoff of using the content planner. I'll make sure that you have a link to the content planner video. One of the other things that I am using every day is inside of this folio, and I do really love having something like this. It makes it great when I am traveling, which I'm not doing a lot of right now, but basically it's easy for me to throw in a bag or take with me, or even just to move around the house. I did put a planner charm on this one. This is my faith folio, basically. And inside I have a gratitude journal. I have not been using this as much right now, but because I use it sporadically, it has gratitude on and off from the last year and a half. So I do want to keep it in there in case I want to use that at any given point. But the main thing is my Write the Word journal from Cultivate What Matters. And I do have links for this. There's a lot of different options. The one I'm doing right now is Grow a Flourishing Faith. I really, really love this one. I'm almost halfway through it. I've used it almost every single day since I started, and it has been a really, really good selection of scripture for this season that we're in 2020. So I highly, highly recommend that. I'll have a link below. And it's just a beautiful journal. So even if you don't think that this is something for you, but you're looking for a gift, I highly recommend these. Very, very beautiful. They're a joy to write on. The paper is just amazing. So I'm in this pretty much every day. Sometimes I will take it out of the folio and just leave it on my nightstand. But what's also in here is just a Petite Journal that I have had for a while, and I will use this to make notes when I am watching virtual church now, since I'm still not attending in person. And I just have a little bit left in this one, and then I will need a new one in here. So that is how I use my Faith folio. Now let's get into the reason why my planner stack is extra large right now, and that is because of some of the things you've seen in recent videos, which is my budgeting system. I am in the process of trying out 3 different systems, and originally I thought that I would try these 3 things for the month of July and then just decide what was going to work. What I have found is there's something that I like about each one, and I'm just not quite there. Although, sneak peek, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being the cloth and paper agenda in the long run. So we'll see. Now, what I originally started with for budgeting, I've used for the last 2 years, is a monthly planner, and I had a coiled version, and then I went to a binder version at the beginning of January. And while the flexibility seemed like it would win for me over the use of the problem using the binder itself, because it wasn't very smooth, I could not stand it any longer. So as soon as these launched in the spring, I had ordered this, and it was for a July start. So I am back to a coil. I did get a planner charm for this one as well. It just has the initial of our last name, and of course customized it to say Skipper Budget. And basically what I did is I went back to a neutral option, and then I use Caffeinated Kate stickers, which if you see this video the day that it goes live and you go to my Instagram stories, you might be able to catch my flip through of my most recent order. Maybe I can save that to my highlights so you can see it there too. But I like to use her system in this planner, and I've used it for about 2 years. So there's other videos on that as well on my channel. So what I like about this option is I love the paper. I love the function at the beginning of the planner and the beginning of each month. So I love these boxes, and I love the not only having a monthly view, but this functional dashboard area. This is something I am missing in pretty much everything else. I was tracking, things that were coming up the next month, our goals. Again, you can see video setup, but it just really, if I'm not going to use this system in the long run, then I have to find a way to incorporate these into the other planners. So this was my original budgeting system, so I still have one for this year. Remains to be seen if I stick with this one. The next one that's in the stack for budgeting is the Plum Paper Financial Planner. This is the Ultimate Financial Planner. I also have a complete flip through of this. And the main thing that is working for me with this is actually not the dashboard setup. I like some of this, and this is similar to what I was just saying I like about the monthly planner. However, what really definitely worked for me in this planner in the month of July was this page. And this gives me a place to literally just run a list of transactions, go ahead and categorize them, and then I can subtotal each week. So I really liked this, and I'm actually thinking that if I continue with the monthly planner, I'm going to lay it out more like this. Now, that is the main thing that is working in this Plum Paper Financial Planner for me, but a lot of the rest is not. I basically don't use this page at all. I don't have a monthly overview, like list version of our budget, like all of the categories, what we plan to spend, what the actual was. There's no place to just summarize that unless I build it out on here. And while I am doing that in the monthly planner, the whole reason I looked into this system was to have something that I didn't have to build the pages. So that's why this one's still got a big question mark on it, because I'm basically using one page of the whole layout. So, not sure, folks. Okay, now to my cloth and paper agenda. I have not done a full video of this. I did order the A5 leather smooth caviar agenda. This was my birthday present to myself this year. And I love, cannot describe to you how much I love this planner and the inserts and the company. Let's zoom in and get a little closer. Again, I won't do a full flip through or setup necessarily, but I want to show you, again, what I have enjoyed about it is basically feeling very focused. So instead of necessarily feeling like I need to create the layouts or just distraction, I get right to it. And you can go back and see the video where I flipped through the inserts and what I thought about it. But what I have changed is I did get the July stationery subscription box. So I've added some things from that. I have figured out basically what I have in here that I like and what is missing for budgeting. So while this is getting set up, it really doesn't have everything I need yet to track everything for the month. So I saw a great video from Linda at LA Plans this week, and I ordered some inserts from another company, and I'll be incorporating those. So once I have all of that, I think I will be able to show you guys a monthly setup for budgeting. But I am just loving the quality of the inserts, the versatility of being back in rings, being able to set my tabs up for the quarter. I'm really hoping I can get some of the glass inserts with gold script soon. They have been out of stock, and I wish I had ordered them when I first discovered cloth and paper. But so this, I think, is going to be the winner in the long run, probably, because I feel like we can set this up for our family. And you know, if we're meeting with a financial advisor, if my husband and I need to sit down and go over things, I think this will help him to be able to just focus on what we need to get to and be done with it. And I think that will help us in the long run with our planning. So that is it, you guys, and I just really wanted to chat and just basically have an excuse to flip through all of my planners and share them with you. I will say that the main things that I am gravitating to every single day are my Moxie Life Goal Planner and my cloth and paper agenda, and I could really see myself simplifying my systems down to these two. It's going to be very interesting to revisit this on January 1st of 2021 and see what my planner stack looks like. I hope you guys will join me on Instagram. I'm there most days at Tammy Skipper, and I really appreciate your time. I want to wish you guys an amazing, happy National Planner Day. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.